Welcome to ReSync. This is a show for anyone interested in making a big impact on social issues, and also anyone interested in learning about how personal growth can lead to better work and a better life. For the social issues I'll discuss on the show, the goal is to help increase our society's collective wisdom. I know that sounds pretty vague and nebulous. I see our external impact on the world growing more quickly than our collective wisdom, with much of this acceleration driven by technology and our ability to more easily have a bigger impact. For example, our productivity has increased hundreds of times in the last few centuries. Today, we can make enough food for everybody's needs and do so easily. Yet, people starve in all countries, not just developing ones. The challenge to me on social issues is how do we use our powers wisely? How do individuals advocate for change? What influences a leader to make a good or bad decisions? These are things I am interested in. On the personal growth front, I believe fundamentally we underestimate our biology. We call ourselves rational, for example, when we're only rational in a few circumstances when the irrational parts of ourselves are especially calm. What happens when we view ourselves realistically and make shifts in how we act individually? I believe this can be life-changing for you and everyone else. How do we learn to lean on our wiser parts, our loving nature, our generosity? How do we avoid acting out of fear? These are some of the questions I will share various opinions of my own and of my guests. This is also an extremely personal project for me. I'm trying to figure out my role in social issues and have been deliberately working on personal growth in many ways over the last 13 years. In my work on social issues, my first job was as a nonviolent community organizer. I believed then, when I first was employed, and still believe today, we have too much violence in the world. That job was my first attempt to reduce it. Fast forward a little more than a decade, my most recent job was doing something I frankly wasn't very passionate about, where I couldn't see how my day-to-day work led to shifts on social issues. Somewhere in that time, I switched, seduced by money and security. I'm now exploring how to work more from that place of love and wisdom I started from. This means letting go of some financial security. So please consider helping me in this project in any way you can, with feedback, money, time, whatever. I would love some of all of those things. And why a podcast, you ask? That's also personal. In every job, I've had people always compliment me on my listening and question-asking skills. I'm combining a strength and talent of mine with something I believe can make a shift in the world. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you listening. Please consider joining this project in other ways as well, and I hope you gain some new ideas, skills, and insights through ReSync. Let me know.